Evening, everyone. Today we are going to discuss our lecture number three, topic number three, which is professional skepticism. Now, professional skepticism. So, this is lecture number three and topic number three, professional skepticism. Let me give you a brief overview of professional skepticism. What is professional skepticism? Professional skepticism means an attitude which includes questioning mind, being alert to condition, and critical assessment of audit evidence. Questioning mind means auditors should ask the questions from the management for any information which auditor think that there is something fishy. And being alert to condition means auditor should remain alert throughout the audit. And critical assessment of audit evidence means whatever evidence auditor should obtain must be critically evaluated. Let me give you an example. Let's say you, along with your audit team, are going to perform the audit of ABC company. Before entering the client premises, you in the parking slot meet with a purchase clerk. The purchase clerk just came out from their brand new Mercedes. Now you, along with your audit team, saw a purchase clerk came out from this brand new Mercedes. After that, when you entered the client premises, you get to know about that person. The client manager told you that this is your purchase clerk. Once you saw the purchase clerk, your memory give you a hint that this person was on the parking slot. Now, when you get to know that the purchase clerk has a brand new Mercedes, your questions in your mind start popping up like how can a purchase clerk got a brand new Mercedes? Now, from this point, you will start identifying or asking the question from the management. How is it possible that the purchase clerk is earning so much so that he can get a brand new Mercedes? So this is all about professional skepticism. Means the auditor should remain alert throughout the audit from client screening or planning till the finalization of the audit. Now, read the definition. Component auditor duty of care, attitude of questioning minds means to interrogate, critical assessment of the evidence provided by the management. Three elements: attributes, personality trait of the auditor, mindset, questioning mind, being alert during audit, actions is the response of the auditor as a result of any problem identified through the application of a professional skepticism. Professional skepticism is the responsibility, or you can say the duty of the auditor while doing the audit of any client. Audit team should maintain professional skepticism. The PS should be high throughout the audit. Now, move to the when does auditor apply professional skepticism? Throughout the process of audit means from client screening process to planning to gathering evidence and to evaluating evidence. Evaluating evidence means till the finalization of the audit. Areas in audit where auditors should exercise high degree of professional skepticism. Planning, assess risk assessment. Auditor identifies risky areas in financial statement. What are the risky areas? We will cover later. And in risky areas, auditors should apply high degree of professional skepticism. Alert about fraud in the financial statement. Even though auditor is not responsible to identify and prevent the fraud, auditor is responsible to communicate the fraud in the financial statement to the management so Management is solely responsible for the identification and prevention and detection of the fraud. But as an auditor, we always maintain a high level of professional skepticism. Point number three, management estimate. You know that most of the estimates are based on judgment and subjectivity, and whenever there is a judgment or subjectivity in any estimates, there is a high chances of management bias. So based on that, we should maintain the professional skepticism and the risk of management bias in making estimates, including the going concern assessment. Let me give you an example. Let's say a client created a cash flow forecast. So for that, based on the projected cash flow, the client can obtain a loan from the bank. Now you can think that while making the cash flow forecast, there are possibilities that the management may manipulate the financial figures so that they can show the better results to the bank. Based on that, they can secure a finance. Point number four, management omitting disclosures from the financial statement. Example, related party disclosure. Most of the time, there are some related party transactions, and even the related party transactions are material by quantitative as well as qualitative. It doesn't mean if the amount of related party transactions are 5 million or zero point 0.5 million, it should always be material. Related party transaction can never ever be immaterial. So the disclosure should be in the notes of the financial statement. Alert about compliance with laws and regulations like contingency, commitments, etc. So these are the things where professional skepticism should be high. Importance of professional skepticism. This is very important because it comes many times in your exam. Professional skepticism at the stage of planning helps the auditor in identifying risky areas. What are risky areas? We have covered above, like omitting disclosures, related party transaction, compliance with laws and regulation, fraud, going concern, or accounting estimates. In identifying risky areas within the financial statement, which results in auditor being alert right from the stage of planning where to focus on during audit. Further, professional skepticism helps the auditor to exercise questioning mind, means to ask questions when gathering evidence during field work, and helps auditor inquire management plenty of time during audit, and this results in better evidence for auditor. The professional skepticism also helps the auditor to critically evaluate the assumptions and estimate developed by management and recognized in the financial statements to conclude whether the estimates are appropriate or not. So, professional skepticism is a very short topic, but in practical or in exam scenarios, you will get most of the questions on professional skepticism. Let me give you few examples. Let's say you will get a scenario in your exam in which the examiner mentioned that ABC audit firm has appointed for an audit of XYZ company. The XYZ company is your existing clients, means last year you have also performed the audit of XYZ company. This year, the audit firm ABC is not going to perform the substantive procedures on the payroll. Based on that, ABC company mentioned that last year the payroll was audited by us. So this year we are satisfied based on our last work. So we are not going to perform any work on payroll. This is wrong. As an audit firm and as an auditor, it is your responsibility to maintain professional skepticism throughout the audit and in every year engagement, even though the client is an existing client or the new client. You can't rely on your last year working paper. Also, there is a case in which the examiner mentioned that the last year controls are very strong. So this year the audit team is not willing to evaluate the client's internal control system. This is also wrong because there is a possibility that some new controls have been implemented by the client this year, or last year controls were not implemented this year too. So as an auditor, you should always maintain high level of professional skepticism on all areas of financial statement. Now, there are few past paper questions. The first one is question number 3B, Food Company, June 12, 6 marks. Question number 3A, Tony Group, June 15, 5 marks. And question number 3B, 1, 6 marks. Question number 4, Northwest Company, December 16, 6 marks. There is a technical article on your ACC site which is professional skepticism. You don't need to go through the complete article because it will take you so much time. I have just summarized the complete article and written a summary of article. Here's an exam focus summary of the article. What is professional skepticism? Tailored for ACCA, AAA or similar advanced audit exams. My recommendation is to you just go through this summary article. This is very good article. You will get more information from this. After this, I have attached two pictures. This is very important. Application of professional skepticism in case studies mean whenever you will get a question on professional skepticism, these are the list 1 to 21. Let's say intended sale of shares, business or acquiring. If any of the list is mentioned in your exam, your mind will give you an idea, yeah, that's from a professional skepticism. So you have to write your answer about professional skepticism too. And this is a summary of your whole topic. Now move to the first slide. Okay, let me give you few ideas. Whenever you are going to write about a professional skepticism, let's say there is a question in which examiner asks, what is professional skepticism? Apply professional skepticism in the given scenario. First, you have to write about professional skepticism. What is professional skepticism? This is professional skepticism. Means the definition of professional skepticism. You will have to write that professional skepticism is an attitude that includes questioning mind, being alert to condition which indicate a misstatement and critically assessment of the audit evidence. Once you write the definition, now you will pick the point from your exhibit. You just need to copy and paste it on your answer sheet. Once you paste the point on your answer sheet, now you will have to just link it with your knowledge. It's so easy, you can easily go through these questions. These are three questions. I will suggest you to solve any one, even though I will upload the suggested solutions. So if you have any queries or anything, feel free to ask. Okay, take care. See you in another lecture.